Our guest tonight is a talented director, producer, and Emmy Award-winning actress you know from shows such as Superstore and Ugly Betty. She just received her first Academy Award nomination for a role as Gloria in Barbie, which is available to stream now on Max. Please welcome back to the show one of the greats, America Ferrera, everybody!
You.
I am so happy you're here. It's been a while, and I think the last time was even on Zoom, so getting you in person is a real big deal.
Oh my, it's been a minute.
A lot's happened. Your daughter was only 6 months old last time you were here, about to turn 4.
She's about to be 4.
Incredible. I have to ask, because we've talked about how to train your dragon. Mm-hmm. You play Astrid and How to Train Your Dragon.
Obviously,
have your kids seen it?
Yes. I tried to show it to my son, who's 5, and he just gets scared of the dragons.
Oh, really? He can't get past the dragons?
He can't get past the dragon part.
Even though you're like, this helped pay for this home.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I was like, that was my first child.
Now, you did say, obviously, because you are, we've talked about this before, Astrid is not drawn to look like America.
What are you talking about? She's my twin. Can you see it?
It's really fun, though. I mean, that was what I was worried about. Or not worried about, but interested in, is did they see it and they're like, oh, look at that.
Well, no. He knows the characters, like, it will be out, and he'll be like, Toothless, Hiccup, Astrid. And now it's been, like, all these years that I've withheld the information, and now I'm, like, terrified that he's gonna be like, you lied to me all these years, and you didn't tell me you were Astrid.
He hasn't figured that part out yet?
Well, he doesn't get that far in the movie.
He hasn't even gotten your appearance?
No, but he knows who Astrid is.
I see. He just you're waiting for the day where he can find out on his own.
Yes, I'm waiting till he turns 25, and then I'll tell him that I lied to him his whole childhood.
It takes some people a little bit longer to get over a fear of dragons. You know what you should do is you should show him Game of Thrones and then these dragons. He'll be so scared by those dragons that this will be a walk in the park.
Yeah. I think he'd be afraid of a lot of things in Game of Thrones.
No, kids are good. Kids grow up fast these days. You're raising kids in New York City. They see Game of Thrones on their way to school.
It's true.
You also, speaking of another family member, your husband, Ryan, just took on a very big acting role. He was also in Barbie. He played your husband in Barbie.
He did.
He played your husband. There's another shot from a very funny scene.
That's my man.
That's your man. So how did your husband find his way into playing your husband?
Well, he was typecast.
Yes.
No. The first time I Zoomed with Greta, I was like telling her all my favorite parts that made me LOL. And then I was like, oh my God, I laughed so hard when it got to the part where you cut to like white husband at home learning Spanish, because my husband is literally in the other room doing his Spanish lesson right now. And he's like, are you talking about me? And then he doesn't talk like that at all. And then I was like, and she's like, oh my God, does he want to play your husband? And I was like, I don't know. And then months and months later, she meant it. And then there he is. He's on
So he basically, not only is he playing your husband, he's also in the scene doing a thing that is unique to him as well.
Yes, he grew up in El Paso, which is like 80 to 90% Latino. He took Spanish for 12 years, and he cannot speak Spanish. But the part that sucks for me is that he understands it.
Oh, no.
So I can't talk trash about him when I want to, so...
Yeah, that's worst of both.
It's like the worst of both worlds.
You can't communicate with him in Spanish.
Right.
But you can't even use it to be secretive around him.
That's right. So...
Do you, do your kids speak good Spanish?
I blame my husband.
Okay.
I like it.
Funny, because I'm going to say something, don't take this the wrong way. I blame you.
No, why does the work always have to be on the people of color? Why, like, I'm kidding. That was a racy joke. Pun.
Yeah, there you go.
No, if he spoke Spanish, then we could speak Spanish to each other, at the very least, to talk about the kids in front of them, and they couldn't understand us.
Yes.
But, you know, I need other people, because I grew up learning Spanish and but I spoke English more than I spoke Spanish. So it's like I'm not fully 100% feel the most confident. Yeah. So I need other Spanish speakers around me. And Ryan is just failing. So.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm saying this, and not just because you got a round of applause for what you said, but I do blame him now, too. It's like time for the white man, right, everybody, to pick up the slack.
That's right.
And do their fair share.
You teach our kids another language.
Absolutely.
What language are you teaching your kids?
I'm not. But they're not, I mean, they can barely, speak English. They're like 7, 5, and 2, and you're like, what?
You might want to get that checked out.
Yeah. I want to ask about Barbie and your very exciting nomination. We'll be right back with America after this.